This is a new Shaco build I'm kind of introducing to YouTube. I've been actually having some pretty good success with this, at least as far as it comes like strength-wise that I feel like I'm actually doing, and it really helps with certain things like invading, clearing waves, like split pushing. For me, the crit build is my favorite Shaco build of all time. Like I was kind of sad during Season 8 when the IE kind of got turned to shit, but now that it's back, the crit build is back. So the build kind of goes as is. So you go Tiamat into Duskblade into your Berserker Greaves. I like the Duskblade on Crit Shaco just because that little burst you get in the beginning is very nice and the little bit cooldown reduction. Next item is either going to be like a Static Shiv or a Phantom Dancer. Static Shiv I feel like I really like Static Shiv more currently just because I like to be able to clear waves with Tiamat because they work very well together. It's really good for like invading because you can clear enemy camps insanely quickly, so you can get like an XP advantage, which is kind of like the jungle's like flaw right now. But there's games where I'm like level 17 and even the laners in game are still only 14 and 15 because I'm just strictly invading constantly. Fan Dancer would be good for if you need a little bit more sustain due to the shield. Infinity Edge, obviously, because you get the more damage on your crits now. Makes it very good for dueling, especially if you have a clone. If you're in a 1v1 situation, Crit Shaco will dish out a tremendous amount of damage to pretty much anybody. Especially if you get lifesteal, you're attacking so fast, doing a lot of damage and healing a lot. Now at this point, you are going to be about five items into your build, and you get to pick another option. Other options that I recommend: a Guardian Angel, easily. Just because if you die, well, you get get out a free jail card. A lot of things I've been seeing otherwise is taking Zhonya's over GA, just because it helps. I mean, some of your abilities scale with the AP. That doesn't hurt to have. You get some cooldown reduction. You get a little more armor, but the big thing is you get a cooldown that's less than half of this. So instead of 300 seconds, you get 120. So, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. And you can use that like kind of more back-to-back fights, and it's just way better to have. So, I mean, I'm probably going to start running this too if I feel like I absolutely need it. Then for tank shreds, I mean, you got Lord Dominic's or Mortal Reminder, which is for mainly like healers like Mundo, Vlad, shit like that, since ADCs can't seem to buy Executioners. Death Stance is good because it gives you some lifesteal, and it kind of gives you a little bit like good. I would probably pair this with a Phantom Dancer build just because you get 30% reduced damage, or 30% damage taken is dealt as bleed effect over 3 seconds. So instead of being popped, you have a little bit of chance over 3 seconds that if you just keep autoing, you might just out sustain them with lifesteal. Kind of messing around. Haven't really tried Spear of Shojin yet. Just because, to me, it's just a worse effect of... It's just, like, a worse Essence Reaver. That's all I really see it as. This is the other item. So this is probably going to be most likely my 6th item in most games. Just because I like that you get to 400 health. That just gives you a little more beefy. Feels nice. You get the 40 attack damage, 20% cooldown reduction, which is very nice to have on Shaco as cooldown reduction because you can kind of get in and out of fights, especially with Crit Shaco. That's the only hindrance to this build for the most part, is you don't have any cooldown for the most part. This will get you a good chunk, and it's kind of like a little bit like a Lord Dominic, so you just need to kind of build it up a little bit. So I mean, if you're fighting in a sustained fight and you have like some lifesteal, you're able to kind of go. I mean, you'll have a 24% armor, like reducing their armor by 24%, instead of like this one, which would be just 35% flat armor pen. That, and you actually get movement speed. When you, if you hit people, assists or kills on champions will grant you 60 movement speed, or just hitting them will get you 20 for 2. So, it's kind of the build that I've been messing with. So, yeah, let's see how it kind of goes. Oh, and one more thing. This is the rune page I'm currently running. In the video, you'll see me using Dark Harvest, but I mean, either way, Dark Harvest or Electrocute. They both work pretty nice. I I feel. So Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter, and the Precision Tree secondary, because Alacrity grants you an extra 18% attack speed, and Triumph gets you more gold and restores 12% of your HP on kills or assists, and attack speed, adaptive force, HP.